All right, I want to thank you. First of all, I'm going to call the board meeting to order. It is 6 o'clock, and I also want to say thank you to Principal John Rogerson and also the director of this band at Fox Meadow Middle School, who just played for you. And their director is Robert Thrasher. So thank you so much for bringing your students out to entertain us thoroughly this evening. We appreciate you. You all are excellent, so thank you for coming. And so with that, we will have a student come from Fox Meadows. Oh, I'm sorry, we could, yeah, 2 students, you said.
Do roll call first, please.
Okay, so we're backing up to do our roll call first, you know. Okay, so let's call the order. So roll call, please.
Ms. Gonzalez,
Ms. Gonzalez is excused, and she will be joining us a little bit later today.
Ms. Lee, here. Mrs. Longmire,
Here.
Mr. Siebert,
Here.
Mrs. Torres, here. Ms. Thompson,
Here.
Ms. Wright.
Okay, thank you all. So with all of us present now, we can move on to do our pledge. And we have 2 students from Fox Meadow. And if you would come to the podium and introduce yourselves to us and do the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'd like for everyone to stand with them.
My name's Janelle Jordan. My name's Christina Smith.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, ladies. Very nice job. And once again, thank you so much for joining us today. This is excellent. And I love music any time of day or night, even when I'm sleeping. So, all right. So the first order that we have to follow, I would like to say that I thank you all for joining us this evening, and members of the public who desire to address the board on any topic related to the board work must sign the roster before 6:30. Okay? And now we'll move on to our next issue, which is we're going to adopt the agenda. Okay. And has everyone had a chance to review the agenda?
Yes.
Okay.
I move to adopt agenda as presented.
A second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Hearing none. The motion carries. All right, and then we have a speech from the director, Mr. Thrasher. Is that correct? Okay, there you are. You went to the back of the room. We lost you for a moment. Okay. Could I stop you for one moment? Since we're recording, could you come to the podium and do the microphone, please? Thank you.
From Fox Meadow. This is a beginning string group, but I wouldn't let them be called that all year because I didn't want to have a beginning group. I wanted an advanced group, and such they've become. The name's actually Ron Thrasher, as opposed to Robert.
Okay.
And
I was misinformed, but it's
proud of these. We have 2 more pieces that we would very much have to play for, but we've saved the best for last.
that would be wonderful. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Wow, thank you once again. You guys are, you young folks are excellent, okay? We had no idea that you were that seasoned at such a young age. I think that's outstanding. So thank you once again. Thank you, parents who joined us this evening, had your students here to perform. You should be very proud. And thank you again. What's that? Okay, so your principal has something to say, so stay right where you are for just a moment, if you don't mind.
I want to point out they do sound seasoned. They've only been playing since September, and it's very proud to see what a small investment. I want to thank Dr. Spencer for matching the funds that we put in to get this string group started. And just show what a small investment can do for our students. And just urge you, if you'd like to invest in our next group, we'd love to have it. Thank you very much.
I'm all about it. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's a short time to do all that hard work. Thank you so much. And thank you, Mr. Thrasher, as well, doing an outstanding job. He looks like he's having as much fun as the students, and I love that. All right, thank you so much. We have certificates for, let me see, we will have them the next time, right? For the students that are doing the pledge tonight, since we weren't expecting, I think, them to come. Are they here? Okay. Okay, so Janelle, if you'll join us, and Selena Mendez, if you'll come back, and Christina Smith. Okay. Okay. Thank you all.
During her presentation.
Okay, so the next item on our agenda, and we're going to allow the students to just get their gear and move on, but we're going to go ahead with the meeting so that we can honor your time this evening, because it's summertime and everybody wants to get out and go shopping or do whatever you do, hiking, or I don't know what you do in the evening, sleeping. We have Harrison District 2 Federal Credit Union and Nicholas Jensen, the manager, is here to speak with us. Hello, how are you? All right, nice to have you here. So I just want to say thank you to the folks from Harrison District 2 Federal Credit Union for being here, because you all are, and I'm not rushing you at all, I just want to say thank you because you all have been serving our district for quite a number of years, and you'll be able to share that with us. And so we're just pleased to have you here. Okay. She's taller than everyone else that used that microphone prior.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much for letting the Harrison Federal Credit Union come speak to you tonight. I'm Jan Steenpotter. I'm a retired retired Harrison teacher. I taught at Harrison High School for
All right.
many, many years. So Harrison is part of my family. And actually, the Harrison School District Federal Credit Union is part of this family as well. We have partnered with the school district since December 11th, 1957. I have to cheat and look. And we were started by 40 different members of Harrison School District. When they first started, they were in a home. So we've been around for a long time. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about when I came to work for Harrison School District in 1979. One of the first things I did was join the credit union. And that was because as new teachers, sometimes you don't get paid for the first month that you are working. And so as a new teacher, you're kind of, you're waiting for your pay. So Harrison Credit Union helped me out on that. And that was the first thing that I ever did. I've been a member ever since. And happy to serve on the board and do some volunteer work for Harrison Federal Credit Union. We are located right behind the Finance Center and would be happy to have everybody come check us out. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Paul Olney. I'm the board treasurer and also a retired district employee for 4 years in transportation. Credit union is open to all staff members who join and their family, and extended family as well. So I believe we include cousins.
Okay.
We do have a good 1,600 members right now, 16 plus. So it's like to grow and expand. Many of you might have known Melinda, who retired this last December 31st, our manager for 25 years. Found a new manager in Nicholas Jensen, and he is next to answer any questions you might have about this presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nick Jensen. I'm your credit union manager. Hello, everybody. So,
Hello.
as a credit union, we're a full-service, not-for-profit financial cooperative. So what that means is we're owned by our membership, and also we basically offer good banks offers, so checking accounts, savings, CDs, IRAs, online banking, direct deposit, essentially every service. There are some things that because of our size are cost prohibitive for us to offer directly. So as a credit union, we're able to engage credit union service organizations. So for real estate, commercial lending, construction loans, even investments, securities, things like that, we're able to partner with bigger credit union owned organizations so we can offer our members that same big bank service, but kind of with the smaller feel. A couple things that we do specific to the district. Jan briefly mentioned that when you come on in the summer as a new teacher, sometimes you got to wait a couple months before that first paycheck. So we have been offering $1,000 new teacher loan. A new teacher who comes on in July. Last week we went back to $2,000, and so first payment isn't due until end of September when that first paycheck comes in, and it's not all due in one lump sum. New teacher gets to pay that off over a year's time. So another service we offered last year was for any new teacher coming onto the district, as well as existing employees and staff. For anyone refinancing a loan, we'll give you 90 days to your first payment. So that really helps kind of alleviate that financial stress that new teachers are experiencing when they first come on. In addition to those services, we offer a rate match down to 1.5%. So if anyone in the district finds a deal somewhere else, we would prefer to have your business. We want to make sure that you have the best deal if you're part of the school district. Bring documentation for us and make it. We also offer a scholarship program. Presently, we offer five $500 scholarships every year to District 2 students. We're looking at expanding that to add a total of $750 scholarships as well. A couple things we have coming down the pipeline. Currently, we have one certified financial counselor on staff. By the end of the year, we have two. So this fall, we're hoping to start offering some community education classes. We start off very basic budgeting, how to balance a checkbook, how to purchase a vehicle, and then depending on demand, we'd like to expand that perhaps into home buying, homeowners counseling, things of that nature. Thank you.
Well, thank you all, and I'm sure that there's more to come. Mr. McKay is here, and we appreciate you coming. I know you've been a member for like ever, right? Yeah?
I've been here since
Yeah.
1980.
I hear you.
I've been a member of that since that time.
Okay.
First, I want to say that the band over there, that's a credit to this organization. Harrison has always put up wonderful opportunities, and I'm very happy to see that. I'm very happy that you support what they're trying to do. We have in the credit union the best interest rate, or the most productive interest rate. We have the opportunity for you to start your young children, 5, 6, 7 years, or whatever, to start learning how to save. We believe that when we start them early, that later on in life, they learn how to save their money, they learn how to grow their money, and so forth. I was in South Carolina one time, attending a family reunion, and for some reason, I never thought about this before, but I decided to buy a timeshare. And you know how tough that is. And the guy was looking at me when I told him I wanted to buy a timeshare. He kept laughing back and forth and said, "You got to see that guy over there." I said, "Well, what?" He said, "Well, he's going to be your financier." I said, "No." He said, "Yeah." He said, we're not going to let you do that unless you do it." I said, "Well, you know what? If I can't pay for it, then I'm not going there." And I get on the phone and I call one of the representatives here, the credit union. And I said to them, I want to do it just that simple. Now, I've been a member of Wells Fargo for 40 years. I couldn't have done that for Wells Fargo. We are there for you. We are very convenient for you. We'll do anything we can to make sure that you do what you need to do. We try to make sure that you have access to any financial needs that there is. We also give scholarships to some of the students, and we just are committed to whatever goes on in Harrison. I spent 17 years with Dean Mullen's job. Harrison is a part of my heart. And anytime I can help you with going through this credit union any other way, we're there for you.
Absolutely. Mr. John McKay, I appreciate you because I know that you've been a staunch supporter of Harrison as long as I've known you and even further back than that. So definitely appreciate all your support. And I know the work that you've done, we appreciate you for just doing the work in the district when you were here and all of that. And you still continue on and on. So you're very valued here, just so that you know. Are you guys giving away money?
Almost.
You weren't expecting that one, huh? You know I'm kidding. All right. Thank you so much. And actually, the answer to that question could have been yes, because you do give our students scholarship money all the time, right? Right? Harrison is all good with that. We support our students wholeheartedly, and you are a huge part of that. So thank you very much for coming, and thank you for presenting and letting us know what services are available to us. Well, thank you so much, and we all appreciate that. Me and her father probably appreciate it more than she does. So, no, absolutely, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all, and we will see you soon. I don't know how soon because we don't have any more meetings right now, but we'll see you at the credit union. How about that? Okay. So at this time, at this time, we are on our next agenda item, which is communicating with the public. And I see that we have one person who would like to come and speak with us, and we have 3 minutes. So if you'll come and give us your name and address, and then you can start your 3 minutes while we listen, okay?
Okay. My name is Keisha Mirangadea, and I live at 909 Grand Boulevard. I'd like to discuss my my summative ratings have been deficient for the past 3 years. I've had positive student achievement. My model and access scores have shown student growth. as part of the CLDE staff recognized by the state for the ELPA Excellence Award. I've implemented school and district initiatives such as academic language instruction in conjunction with literacy interventions. I've shown fidelity in working with students from at-risk backgrounds to reduce achievement gaps. I've taken on a leadership role by attending the Interactive Reader Lab training. I achieved these ratings while dealing with personal struggles. I entered the 2015-2016 school year while mourning the death of my daughter. My daughter, Pina, passed away June 22nd, 2015. I also had a high-risk pregnancy with my son Lewis this school year. I delivered my son Lewis prematurely at 36 weeks on May 14th. I feel the stressful environment at Pikes Peak contributed to this. I also had a conflict with a coworker. To remedy the situation, I moved classes, I changed my schedule, I gave my instruction in a counselor's office. This caused me to walk further to service my students, to bring them to groups, which became painful closer to the end of my pregnancy, but I continue to do it to best service my students to make sure that their routine was not interrupted and they received the best instruction that they could. I feel that my summative ratings, my flexibility with coworkers reflect my quality instruction and professionalism, and I do not feel that my non-renewal was warranted. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. And we will take this all into consideration, and then you'll get a response at a later time. So thank you for coming to present to us. And I think that's the only person that we had. Yes, okay. Moving on. And for the record, I think I need to clarify, and this is not directed at anybody, we do this at every meeting. I just need to read what should have come prior to that, which is members of the public who desire to address the board on any topic related to board work are welcome. And now I can't see. So they're welcome to do so. Speakers are requested to limit their remarks to not more than 3 minutes, to appoint a spokesperson if the concern is a group concern, and to supplement verbal presentations with written reports if necessary or desired. Personal attacks will not be allowed. Although the board does not respond to any public comment, we will review the information presented and provide responses as needed. So that's just for the record, and so that we don't miss that for this meeting. Now, moving on, we have our monitoring board performance, and that's GC 2.2. And so if we could, yeah, we have that, and then we have our annual work plan. And I would like to know if everybody's had, all the board members have had a chance to review
Yes.
the annual work plans, and did you, okay. Did anyone find anything that needs changing or any additions?
Did we decide on the June 20th date? Or still is that still?
This is in reference to our retreat with Aspen Group. As far as my personal, I would say that we should still go on with the meeting, because I don't think that we can adjust it each time. You know, one of us will not be there. So I think if everybody else is if everyone else consents to that and agrees to that, I think that we could move forward with the June 20 meeting with Aspen Group. Okay. Anyone object to that? Okay. So that is the plan for June 20th for our meeting with Aspen Group, our retreat.
Well, I would
went through the whole thing, I didn't see any changes or any errors or anything. So
Yeah, the only thing I noticed, and it's after the fact, is that we had a May 19th regular board meeting, and I think it's this one. Is that correct? Yeah, we switched the date on there. Yeah, that was the only thing that I noticed. Okay. And now legislative updates. I don't know if Dr. Spencer, in our President Eileen Gonzalez's absence, has anything for us with legislative updates.
The one major legislative update that I have to present, the mill levy sharing of dollars was killed. However, we do expect that that legislation will come back next year. So that's something that we are working with legal counsel to actually draft a policy around how will that sharing of mill levy dollars look for us as a district. The the second legislative component is a piece that I'm pretty sure everyone is aware of, the information that President Obama sent out with regards to transgender or gender neutral locker rooms and those types of locations. This is something that we're actually looking at with regards to a policy development. It doesn't change the practices that we currently have in place, but in order to make sure that we are in compliance with the state of Colorado's statute, we are looking at policies that we're developing that will coincide with that. Now, the state of Colorado has had policies in place for several years. If you guys remember the situation that occurred in one of our neighboring districts with an elementary school student, that was something that our legislators have developed and addressed for quite some time, which is probably why you're not seeing such a big flare up in the media, because it's something that the state has addressed already, but it's also something that we're looking at as a district to just make sure that we're in compliance with state statute as well.
Thank you. Does anyone else have any questions in that, in reference to that issue? Any comments? Okay. I have a question in regard to legislative updates with the charter school monies that I think they want us to share with charter schools in our district.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and do you have any updates on that, on the status of that? Is that something that's going to happen to where we will have to share district funds with charter schools that are located in our district?
For school year 16-17, we will not have to take those measures. The bill was killed in the last hour of the legislative session. However, we are anticipating that the bill will come back again next year. So in preparation for that, we're actually developing policy right now.
Okay.
That will speak to how that will look for our charter schools.
Okay.
Because we just don't foresee that once this bill comes back, we don't foresee that our district will be able to continue to not share mill levy dollars. The way in which we share those dollars is what we are developing policy to be able to do at this particular point, but also keeping in mind that that policy will still have to be in compliance with state statute. So we are anticipating that state statute will be grounded in the language that was in the proposed bill for this year. And so the policy that we're developing will be in alignment with that. However, if changes are needed, then we'll have to adjust and make changes.
Okay, I see. So this is looking at 17-18? When the
That's
bill.
correct.
Okay.
That's
All right.
correct.
Okay, well, thank you for those updates. And if no one else has questions or comments in that regard, we'll move on to the next item on the agenda, which is the superintendent consent agenda. And we have and that is GC 2.4. And we have a personnel report from Dr. Spencer. Is that
The
right?
personnel report is in board docs
It is.
for your review.
Right. Okay. All right, and then we have a financial statement, and that is as well.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So I'll ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda items as stated.
I move to approve the superintendent consent agenda as stated.
Second.
Okay. Anyone, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, hearing none, the motion carries. All right, and so with that, we are looking at the approval of the minutes. I'm sorry, I can't see because I have a good glare on this on this glass here. Okay, approval of the minutes from our April 5th work session. And so, in fact, it's the April 5th and 21st, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we have the 5th and the 21st of the work session and the board meeting approval of the minutes. Has everybody had a chance to review those?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone have any comments or any?
I reviewed them and went over them with Ella, and we made the corrections we had to.
Okay. All right. So I will recommend a motion to approve or reject the board consent agenda items. Approval of the minutes. I'm sorry. I recommend a motion for approval of the minutes.
I move to approve the board consent agenda items as stated.
Okay.
Second.
All right. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? And hearing none, the motion carries. All right, and so we will now move to executive session at, what is it, 6:37 it looks like, PM? Okay, so we're into executive session. We want to thank you all for coming tonight. Definitely want to thank again, I recommend a motion. I'm sorry. I'd like to recommend a motion to move to adjourn to executive session.
I move to adjourn to executive session as authorized in Colorado Revised Statutes pursuant to CRS 24-6-402, 4F to discuss issues affecting personnel.
Second.
Okay. So all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, hearing none, the motion carries. And we will now adjourn to executive session. And once again, I want to thank you all for coming tonight. And thanks again to Fox Meadows. If anybody's here from there, we just appreciate you coming out and and bringing the students to entertain us and just show us what they've learned. We have some outstanding students all over this district, so thank you. And you all have a good night, and I will see you at graduation on Thursday. We'll all see you on Thursday at graduation over at the World Arena, 2 o'clock for Sierra High School and 5 o'clock for Harrison High School. All right, thank you all.